Okay, so doing a different kind of video today. I just want to show off everything that we got coming up. It's going to be a little while until it's done, but I want you guys to be as excited as I am and go through these 8 different buildings and go through a couple new tanks that are coming, go through a couple old tanks that we still got laying around, a couple old armored vehicles, regular vehicles. I'm going to bring you out to the city where we plan on building this entire city, and I'm not kidding, you're going to want to see that because it's a pretty big area. Uh, and we have multiple locations. This is just going to be the first of many to come. So, I also have something really exciting. I just started a membership for the YouTube channel. If you join the membership for $1, we're going to dedicate you a target. I call it enlisting because for your $1 sign up to my YouTube membership, you're going to get a clay target just like this. I'll use that target in a video, and there could be anywhere from 1 to probably 1,000 in a video. And if it's more than 1,000, I might have to change things up. So first come, first serve on that. I just thought that'd make the videos more fun, give more targets to shoot at, more going on in the background, but it also helps me buy ammunition, buy the concrete to do this, buy the gasoline to go to the store and clear the land and do this and that. And yeah, just make this happen faster. And for anybody who's wondering, nothing's going to change if we get no memberships. This is only going to make the channel grow faster and take bigger steps and do more extravagant things. But if it doesn't happen, that's totally okay, because I make these videos for my own enjoyment, and so they're going to keep coming. Okay, so in this video, the plan is to go through a couple different buildings. We have 8 different buildings that are in different levels of completion. Okay, so here's kind of my city planning. Here's kind of my original idea that I just drew up of what the city would look like. And this is a little bit more scale to what the actual measurements of the place we're shooting is. So that's 50 feet, 120 feet. All right, just to give you some ideas about how big this is. So from this road to here is about 142 feet. This is similar to the cityscape layout I want. It's going to be a lot more than that, but this was just the very gist of it. And so, here's a list of some of the buildings I'm going to take you through. Factory, the church, armory or power plant. We got a bridge. You're going to have a bridge, at least one bridge, right? We got a city center, an airport, and yeah. I'm also going to take you to the land that I'm clearing right now. That's going to be the city or the battlefield, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you guys that. Okay, so going over there. Ready? Let's go. I want to have a couple big landmarks that don't change, that would be similar to objectives that you would have seen in a World War II battle. I want to put the tank factory on the edge of town here to get it kind of separated, so we have a little distance between the two, but we can have a pretty big building. So you can see, still haven't really taken out all these trees yet, so you're going to have to kind of use your imagination what this place will look like in the future. We kind of go back, we take this plan, we kind of set it here, you can imagine, so that might be the power plant. On this side I would like to put maybe a dam, a clock tower, a church. Then we have our residential buildings, we have our cemetery, kind of like a frontage road to bring you to that to the dam. A couple more buildings here along this frontage road. We're going to have concrete roads. And so that's going to be step 1. Probably what you'll be seeing on the next update of this will be the land's cleared. We start gridding out the road, where the road's going to go. And so this could be maybe a power plant or, a government building, whatever it would be. I don't know. But, think of something big, stone, heavy-duty fortress of a building, a power plant, something robust, big, important to take. It's going to be scattered within the city here. We're going to have different types of buildings. So we have wood buildings. We have block buildings, concrete buildings. Then we have specialty buildings, churches, fountains, garages, cemeteries. This is going to be like a clock tower. I want to have, it doesn't show it on here, but I want to have a tank factory. And the tank factory gives a lot of the tanks, a lot of these place to live when I'm not using them. So they'll stay right in there and they'll drive out during battle. We also have, so the roads here, the main, call this the main street, the main street, going straight down the center of the town will be the biggest. It'll be in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 feet wide. It'll have setbacks for the houses. It'll have sidewalks. It'll have, you know, everything that a real city would have. Then we'll have the small roads that are set back from Main Street. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th Street. Those will be a little bit more narrow. Still plenty wide for 2 vehicles wide. And then we'll go one step further and we'll even have alleyways that are narrow enough for small vehicles to go down, like the M3 Scout, maybe even the half tracks, maybe the 6x6s, but a little bit too big for most tanks to be able to maneuver down and not get stuck in the rubble, and to be able to maneuver their barrel, take shots, and not get ambushed. So, and I forgot about this. We're also going to have something I'm really excited about, another type of building you haven't seen here at all, which would be buildings like the Parthenon, the Berlin Gate. I'm talking huge, massive stone structures from, I imagine, the Roman times, or, you know, whatever it is, to bring some of that history, but also to switch it up. So it's not all brick building, it's not all concrete building. There'll be Roman column, and then probably the last variety of buildings we're going to have are going to be like military, I don't know if you call them military targets. The last set of buildings we're going to have are going to be military offensive, defensive positions. So we're talking machine gun bunkers, artillery bunkers, pillboxes. We're going to have hidden bunkers. If you're familiar with, towards the end of World War II, the Germans were known for taking their tanks and burying them in the ground in the city, or just taking maybe a turret off an old tank, off a destroyed tank, hiding that in a city, in a garage. Switzerland has a lot of them buildings where the armaments are hidden inside, and so we're going to do some cool stuff like that and make this city also have some offensive positions that we're going to have to try to take out, and they're going to be heavily fortified, heavily armored. There's going to be some serious destruction going into taking those out. So yeah, that's kind of the update. I just wanted to show you guys again what we got going on. And thanks for hanging out this long in the video. Thanks for all your support going this far. A lot of you guys have been with me for going on 3 or 4 years now. And every year the channel has grown. And so this year will be no different. I want it to grow. I want this to be the biggest step yet. A lot of these buildings were being worked on last year. Or at the very least, a lot of the planning, the designing, the getting the procedure of the building of the buildings, because it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. Took me quite a while to come up with a procedure to build the buildings, and then a method, you know, to make them different from one another, whether it's the concrete blocks or this or that. And so this will be a really big year for getting that stuff out there, but I want it to also be the biggest year of growth with the new audience, and see if we can't create a support structure to where we get to see more of what you guys want. And so the feedback mechanism on that is, if you want to see more of a particular type of ammo, if you want, let's say, armor piercing, high explosive, fully automatic, you're going to be able to get that. If you want to see more buildings, different buildings, a particular building, maybe something historic, we can also create something like that. If you want more vehicles, if you want more targets in the videos, we're going to do that through enlisting. If you want to support and you want more vehicles in the building, in the videos, we're going to give you an opportunity to do that. And as long as I can keep up with building them, which I have, at this point, I have got it down pretty quick. So you can kind of see ready to go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 frames, axles, drivetrain, suspensions, the box. I got 1, 2, 3 cabs ready to go. You know, and a lot more parts. So we'll be able to crank out the vehicles a little bit faster and get more of those vehicles into the videos. We'll also have more targets to be shot at, more of these clay guys. Can you imagine a video where we have 100 of these guys? I mean, that would make all the difference for the video, to be able to put that money towards ammunition, material, supplies, you know, better cameras, more, you know, everything you see here, better and bigger and more of it. Hundreds of these clay guys with multiple of these vehicles. And if you're out there and you really want to support this and you want to have something like, I have an idea to where if you're just trying to support the video and you just want to see more, you can do that. But if you're a big company and want to do a little bit of advertisement, we're going to have different methods for you to do that as well. So not only can you get a vehicle put in the video, and we can dedicate that vehicle to you, similar to we have in the past where we name the vehicles or put, you know, whatever logo, whatever it is on the vehicle. And then your brand, your channel, your name, your whatever is in the videos. You can also go one step further. And if you really want to invest in something, I have a list of tanks. I have a list of armored vehicles that you'll be able to vote on, and we're going to pick which ones we're going to put into the videos next. But also, if you directly support it, where you can grab a vehicle off the list, I'll have a list provided, tanks that I'm able to make next. To some extent, I'm going to give you guys the option to vote which vehicles you want to see first. And the way that it'll work is, basically, I'll pick 2 or 3, I'll start building them all, and then which ones you guys want to see in what order, I'll let you vote on. If you want to make it happen even faster, and you want to be a Ironmonger tier member, if you want to be an Ironmonger tier member on our YouTube, that'll allow you to purchase a vehicle and get it in as soon as possible. And if you get a vehicle, like an armored vehicle, any one of these armored vehicles is going to last multiple videos. And the bigger, the more extravagant, the tougher that the tank is, or just the cooler they are, the more often they're going to be in the video. And, you know, almost none of these are going to be shown one time and then thrown away. If this is something that you guys sponsor, I'm going to make sure that I'm going above and beyond to do cool stuff and showing the vehicle multiple times and multiple battles, doing everything I can and just squeeze as much juice out of it as possible. So we touched on if there's a specific type of ammunition you want to see more of, or if you have an idea of how to use that ammunition and you just want to see 50 rounds in one video of high explosive, 50 rounds of armor piercing, you know, armor piercing, fin stable, whatever it is, whatever kind of ammunition, and you just want to see that in one video and none of the other, you know, standard shooting. If you want to see, you know, 1,000 rounds of fully automatic shot as fast as possible, just mag dumped into the side of a building or into a moving vehicle or moving targets, the way that you're going to be able to do that is through our armor tier. So our armorer tier. An armorer will basically be able to select from a list of, you know, just what I described, a couple different types of ammunition. The big ones would be armor piercing, high explosive, or incendiary, and then fully automatic. You'll be able to see that. I'll give you the opportunity to pick what you want. Different ammunitions have different types. Most of them are about 50 rounds. And so for that price, you're getting 50 rounds of ammunition of your choice. I'll use it in a video. I'll be open, but I can't guarantee that I'll be able to use it however you want. So if you say, well, I want to have some incendiary ammunition, explosive ammunition, and I want you to shoot the gas tank on a truck, we can do that. So I'll set up a truck. I'll set up a gas tank on it, fill it up with gasoline, or diesel, or whatever we can imagine. And again, you know, I probably can't do anything, so I'll do the best I can, and then I'll include that in a video, or maybe it'll even be a dedicated video. And again, this is just to make the videos, to make the content more exciting, and to bring you guys more of what I know you want to see. And so if you guys are helping pick exactly what it is you want to see, I can not only do that, but I'll be able to afford to do more of it in the same video. So there'll be more explosions, more ammo burned up, more vehicles. We also have the moving target. So you've seen a couple previews of this. There'll be a moving target. So this goes back to, if we have targets, they won't just be sitting around in the background. They won't just be sitting in the driver's seat of a vehicle. They can actually be moving targets, running between buildings, running behind cover, dipping out of windows, doing all this stuff. So it's a little bit more exciting to shoot. We got some bricks. Got concrete blocks being made right here. So for anybody who's wondering and hasn't seen the other videos, go check out the how-to videos. But just a quick explanation here. This is how I make all my concrete blocks. So the concrete blocks are made to scale and out of real concrete. And if you can imagine making these molds, you can see how this kind of comes apart. These are kind of a pain in the butt, so I can't make that many at a time. They're kind of slow. And so that's really the greatest bottleneck. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for the support. As always, just liking and subscribing and sharing this video, that does a ton. So thanks to everybody who's been out there. I have a couple of long-term supporters. Thank you guys. The guys who comment every video nowadays, all the way back to the guys that used to comment and don't comment anymore. I haven't forgot about you guys. I appreciate it. You helped me get started. And this is just, you know, a dream come true. So thanks for all you guys' help. All right. See you next week.